It's you call that radio. We are live. First live stream of the year. So happy New Year. And absolutely buzzing to welcome Prestige onto the show tonight. I don't really know how to explain. I don't even think he'll know to explain what he does. But it's somewhere between hash and history. And we'll get him on a little second. As you know, we don't have any adverts. We don't have any sponsors on this show, so don't worry about that. There'll be none of that. But I'm excited because I've got a book out and we're launching it with the Fiction Burn Supper on the 31st in Glasgow. Special guest headliners, Yoko Pono, hundreds and hundreds of performers. And also today we just announced that we're doing one in Saltcoats the week before on the 23rd. That's it. Name your adverts. Let's get Prestige on the show. All right, mate. How's it going?
Thanks for having me. Good to be here, man.
It's you. I don't understand TikTok really, as you know. I think I've got 300 followers. I try and use it, but the only thing that I watch is you and Darren Connell.
I like Darren. Darren's good.
Brilliant comedian, man, and he seems to have done really well at TikTok as well. So I called this show Medical Cannabis in Scottish History. So people be like, what is that? Is that a fair summarisation of what you do, or do you want to correct me? What is it you do?
No, I'd say that's pretty fair. So I started off on the weed scene. That's basically where I've been for the last 10 years. That's been where I've been all my life, right? That's where I've fucking been all my life on the weed scene. But on socials, that's where I really started. I've been on Instagram, I'm just punting at bong videos, dab videos, but I'm not showing my face, I'm not talking, you know what I mean? I'm just doing videos. Eventually, I started doing bongs outside, right? Because I'd just been doing them in the shed and fucking shit like that. But eventually I started doing them outside, and I would take them to like landmarks, and I've done Buckingham Palace, Big Ben, I've done fucking Parliament up
so
in
Edinburgh. You're taking a bong outside Buckingham Palace. So
I'll set the bong up, I'll set it.
The first time I met you, I think, was St. Luke's Souls of Mischief, and you were like, I'm the guy who tagged you in a video, because like you said, you covered your face, so I didn't recognise you, because you...
Yeah.
I just remember a Gyro Baby song getting tagged by you, I don't know, taking a bucket, or taking a legal bong.
When I met you in St. Luke's, I was chuffed, by the way.
What?
I was chuffed when I met you in St. Luke's. Mate, I swear, I've been a fan of you. I'll tell you something else, right? You're saying I met you in St. Luke's, I tagged you in a bong video, right? That's not even the start yet. I spoke to you on Twitter back in the day, bro. Spoke to you on Twitter. Because I'm from Wicklow, right? And I'm pals with Higgy.
Yes, right? Of course, that's what I'm talking about.
When I started listening to you boys, right? I had one of your albums on in the shed, and Higgy's came in, he's like, I know them. I'm like, no way, mate. He's like, aye, I went to fucking uni or whatever with Mark. I'm like, what?
He didn't go to uni with me, because I've never been to uni, but what he did, he was our first ever producer. So the first time we ever recorded, it was actually, he had a wee set up in his house. I think it was in the air. And
that would have been right. That would have been right.
Higgy's sound, and I think it was a friend, our bassist Martin, and we went over there, and he had like a good wee studio set up, and that was the first time we ever recorded. I think it was Bank Church, if I remember rightly, and it was Higgy that did that. Lovely guy.
Definitely. But I was already into years before I knew that he knew these, man. Mad. So
how's he doing?
On that instant looks at right, I'm like, yes, I finally fucking met Mark for the Gyro Babies. It's like years in the making.
Amazing, man. So just before we're talking about, for anyone who's just joining us and you're just explaining that you're taking buckets outside. How's that a career? But I think we need to give a bit of context to what medical cannabis is.
Jack, Sir Bob, good to see you in the chat. I'm just looking at the chat there. Right, medical cannabis. So medical cannabis has been legal since 2018 here in the UK. Right now, we're approaching almost 250,000 people that are using it, right? Now, for you to have medical cannabis here in the UK, you need to be diagnosed by a standard UK GP, see an NHS GP, need to be diagnosed with one of a multitude of fucking conditions. Once you're diagnosed with one of them, you need to have used 2 traditional medications. I'm talking about modern pills. It could even be like a physiotherapy session. That counts as a treatment, know what I mean? So you need to have your 2 treatments that don't work for you. After that, you need to go private. So that's when you pay for a private doctor. You're needing to pay for appointments, you're paying for prescriptions, all that type of shit. So that's what medical cannabis is here in the UK. It's all paid for, but it's all legit. It is all definitely legitimate, but it's private doctors. Think of it like Bupa or any of the other private healthcare providers. Aye. But there's not a lot of awareness to it. There is not a lot of awareness to it at all. Loads of people don't know it. They really don't. And the NHS haven't willing to give it out. So I believe there's less than 15 people that have ever been prescribed fucking cannabis as in flower form through the NHS, which is mental.
Wow. So yeah, because it's amazing the amount of people that I know that have taken it for pain, and they're risking getting arrested for it or getting stopped and searched for it. And then I'm like, would you? Because I've got a couple of friends that have got the legally got it, and it was just like they just went to Perth. They told them their symptoms and they got it. And it's amazing how many people, especially smokers, that didn't know that they could get it.
Definitely.
Is this a deliberate thing? Why is there no awareness?
No, it's not a deliberate thing. It's mere ignorance than anything else. And I don't think CBD's helped. Now, imagine you didn't know the scene, you didn't understand it at all, right? You're sat watching Coronation Street, and an advert comes on for medical weed, because it fucking happens, right? They come on in the middle of Corrie now. So, adverts on for medical weed, you don't know the scene. A lot of people will be assuming that's CBD. They'll know, they'll be like, that's that fake CBD weed that I've seen before. A lot of people assume it's just CBD. I've spoke to police, and I've said to them, right, fucking medical weed, blah, blah, blah. They're like, CBD out of Holland and Barrett. I'm like, no, mate, fucking THC after a government regulated source. What are you talking about? So even the police don't know about this. And the police aren't briefed about things, see what you would see in the movies or in the TV shows. Know how it happens. What happens is they get sent emails every quarter about changes on the law, and they're expected to read through that email when they get home to work. And as you can imagine, they're fucking human beings. They're not going to read that email when they go home. So they don't know every change to the law. That ban was 2018, so they definitely don't fucking know that. Know what I mean? Very few of them know about it.
So when you're legally taking your medicine in a public place, what kind of reactions are you getting from the police?
Well, I've had it took off me before. They took it off me down at Clydeside, right? So these 2 lackeys, they did not believe in medical weed at all. Tried to explain it to them. I was really nice. I tried to be nice. I'm always fucking doing my best, right? They just didn't believe in it at all. They didn't even search me. I gave them it, and then they just took it. I'm like, give that back. This hasn't been a legal search. I gave you that. I want it back. You know? No, you're not getting it. So off they went. And it took me 16 days to get that back off them, man. 16 fucking days to keep going on at the police station saying, give me my fucking stuff. Honestly, it was a bit of a pain. It was a bit of a hassle to get it back.
Well, at least they didn't smoke it.
I don't know if they did, because the bag was opened and it was all falling about in it.
Had a fly one.
You're also supposed to vaporise it, so I'm obviously doing bongs. You shouldn't be doing bongs. See, anything you see me combusting is strictly CBD weed or street weed that I bought off my pal. I would never, ever, ever combust my prescription, people. So anybody watching in the chat, we're not here combusting prescriptions. We're only ever vaporising it.
Right, okay.
Disclaimer done.
I seen a video the other day. I wish I could actually find it, but it was, I don't know how, I think it might be an old one. It's just resurfaced, but is it maybe a guy called Bobby Bruns there? And
right.
You're legally not combusting a thing. And there's a guy going, what's he doing? He's not right, is he? Do you know the one I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about. It's quite a funny video, isn't it? It's quite a funny video.
It's really good.
Some cunts like it, some cunts hate it.
Yeah. Well, that guy seemed to be just.
He was indifferent, wasn't he? He was indifferent.
He was just like, what is this? What is it? So you go. Oh, go on, you go.
I'll tell you how we've evolved from fucking bongs in the street to cutting about doing history videos on our doorstep, right? As I said, I was out doing them. So I'm setting up the frame, Buckingham Palace in the background, bong in the foreground, hit it, upload it, right? But I'd not just upload it. I'd go away and I'd do a load of research. I'd write down a big fucking paragraph or two about the history of Buckingham Palace, blah, 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 right? I'd even add a wee bit in the end about places that you could go to eat, places that you could go to smoke nearby, right? And I'd write all that down. I'd do loads of research. I'd write it all out. And I'd done fucking loads of these. I was all over the place doing them, right? Done all sorts of them. And I said to one of the troops one day, I was like, did you read my bit about the mausoleum? It's dead interesting. He's like, no, I don't read any of them. I just watch your bomb videos. And I said to another few cunts, like, do you read that thing I done about the mausoleum? Like, no, I didn't even know that you wrote things under them. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to go back out to that mausoleum, fucking video myself walking about talking about the history so that these cunts will see it instead of reading it. And that's how I've started doing these mad history videos where I'm walking about talking, because I was writing about it for the longest time and cunts weren't interested.
I've got one here. I've got a couple here. I'm just going to pick one. I think this is it's either going to be Ravens, Craig, or
Those here people that you see on
no,
your right and your left when you're walking along would have been.
Is that the one?
That's Ravens, Craig, that one, right?
Okay, so let's go for this one.
Here in Glasgow, we're already travelling to Spain to fight against Hitler's allies. Better to die standing than to live forever on your knees. So here's one that a lot of people walk past every single day and don't even get a second look. This statue here was placed there in 1979 by an artist called Arthur Dooley. Now Arthur was from Liverpool, and due to money constraints, this was made for fiberglass and scrap metal. It was actually supposed to be made for bronze. Have a look at it. That being up there made of scrap metal and fiberglass, surviving on the Clyde for so long, that is a testament in itself. This statue of Dolores Ibarrures, that is actually up there to commemorate the people that travelled to the UK, to Spain, to fight against General Franco's dictatorship. Now, 2,100 people went to the UK. Franco was backed by both Hitler and Mussolini at the time, and the nationalists didn't have much backing at all. So people from all over the world were literally travelling to help.
I meant the Republicans by the troops.
Over 520 of the people actually came from Glasgow. The thought was, if fascism wins in Spain, it quickly travels through the rest of the world. And that is why people really went out there to fight. Now, at the end of the day, almost a quarter of those that travelled out there died on the battlefield, and 65 of them came from right here in Glasgow. And that is what Dolores is up here celebrating. But right in the front of it, we've got her most famous quote, and that says, better to die standing than to live forever on your knees. And I think that's really good. So, see the next time you walk past us, stop and pay tribute to those that went out and fought fascism long before the battlefields of World War II had begun.
Amazing.
I think that one's really good because it just shows how long Glasgow has stood against fascism, or Scotland as a whole. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's brilliant, and just all the videos that you do. So you're just getting all that information in a minute, and brevity's not my strong point. So that would take me about 30 minutes to get all that information in. So how do you choose your subjects, and what is the editing process like to get all that? The editing's spot on, man. So it's like, how do you do it?
Choosing subjects, right? So I've been a wee passenger princess all my life. I've been drove about everywhere, gone cool places with troops and that. And see if I'm sat in the motor and I see something, I'll pull up Google Maps and I'll be like, what the fuck's that? I'm a scholar, I'm dead interested in stuff, you know what I mean? I'm one of the guys. Or if I'm sitting on the train gets me so many hits too. Like I'll see something at the train Monday and it'll be like, boom, what the fuck's that? That's a video, right? So for there, it's going on to different sites and bullet pointing. See, once I start bullet pointing, it's all falls into place, man. Then it's just filler after that. You're just fucking basically fleshing it out after the bullet points. With the editing though, it's fucking piss easy. I'm not gonna lie. Like, editing's one of the easiest parts for me. I find filming harder than editing. See, I think the editing's so easy because I get the filming done to a T. Sometimes I can take 25 takes on one of the videos that last a minute and 10 seconds. You know what I mean? I can be doing 25 takes on that, no happy with any of them having to do a 26. So I get the filming done to a T and the editing's easy.
That is a good point. Just wait for the right take rather than trying to, because you're going to spend that time in editing trying to make it look like a real thing.
Aye.
Yeah, and so you've got over 20,000 followers on TikTok, about 9,000 on Insta, and you just told me just before we went on air. I didn't even know this because I'm a sort of lurker of TikTok. I'll try and put a video up. It doesn't do very well, and then I'll go away for a week or two. So then I come back on. I didn't know that you just said that you just started blowing up in March. I just thought you'd.
Well, I only opened our TikTok in March. March is when I opened my TikTok. Didn't even have one before. That's the first TikTok I ever made was in March.
Wow. And was that did you go straight into the history side of things?
Nah, straight onto the weed stuff. Straight onto the weed stuff.
And when did the history and the interesting facts start coming into play?
August, maybe. August.
So
I don't know. As I said, I've been writing about it a lot longer than that. But actually doing videos and putting them up, August. Most of it was just writing before that, man.
Yeah, but you've got a format, and it's as soon as you see you in a place, you're like, right, where is he now? How much stuff are you doing? Maybe it's because I'm not in TikTok enough, but it just seems like there's just hundreds of new content all the time.
It's addictive, man. It's addictive.
Aye.
It's so addictive.
How many videos are you throwing up?
As many as I fucking can, man. Like, see that way a fucking crackhead will smoke as much crack as he can. I'll pump out as many videos as I can, man.
So you're getting the dopamine
rush
because you're getting all these likes and comments, so you're getting a buzz.
It's endorphins. That's what it is. Aye. Same with the TikTok lives. It's constant endorphins thrown at you, man. And like for somebody with undiagnosed mental condition, it's fucking crazy. So like, you get really addicted to it. I don't know what's wrong with me. I've never been to a doctor, but I just know that maybe endorphins fucking ping on me, and I'm addicted to putting videos up and doing lives and shit, man.
Oh, it's amazing. There's worse addictions out there, that's for sure.
Yeah, see that Instagram that I'm doing now? I only opened that page at the start of October.
Fucking unbelievable.
I opened that page at the start of October, and it's more followers than I've ever had on any of my Instagrams. Previous Instas, I've had them shut down at like 3.5k because they've been solely weed ones. This one's not any weed anywhere near it. I've not even put a single bong on this page. So it's lasted longer, and we're at like fucking 8.5k or something like
that. Tam, shouts to Tam, is in the house. He says, I can never say that word. Culross.
Culross, yep. I remember we were talking about Culross earlier. That's right.
Yep, so that's where Tam took us there when we were filming. We needed one more scene for the Equinox music video. And Tam went, I'm going to take you to he says 27th century. I don't think it's a 27th century. 17th maybe. I don't know. It's a village.
It's a 27th century castle. I'm doing a video on that tonight. I'm not waiting for tomorrow. I'm going tonight in case that disappears back into research.
Go there and find out what happens. Find out the lottery numbers and the Fitbit scores. But yeah, Tam took us there. And it feels like in a different country there. But
I've got a question about the Equinox video.
Yeah.
How did you get that Clyde?
I can't answer that. I can't answer that one. I can't. I've been
sworn to ask that. Are people curious about that a lot? Aye.
Do you know what? Not as much as you'd think. You know, at the time we were like,
as soon as I seen it, I'm like, how have they got
that? I was like, I don't know if we should even put this in. And then we did, and then hardly anybody noticed, to my surprise.
It's the first thing I noticed. I'm like, how?
And obviously, it's not as big a talking point now as it was back then. But I mean, back then, there was people looking for Clyde. And I have no idea where it came from or where it is now. I have no idea. I'd like to just clarify that.
It's like that 27th century castle. It doesn't actually exist. That was AI. That was the first use of AI on a music video, man.
That was after accidentally combusting some herbs. A combustion of herbs made it appear in front of me.
So we're not meant to combust herbs, right? Bob, you're in the chat still. I expect you're still in the chat, Bob, right?
Yeah, Bob's in the house. Hello, Bob. Hello.
Bob, do you know what one of these are?
Next in the chat as well.
Yeah, man. I know you've got the volcano, right? But do you know what one of these ones are, Bob? This is the Ruby Pearl ball vapes, man. You've seen them before? I've been watching the chat a wee bit. Yep. Bob's seen them, right? We're going to get a wee up on this. We'll show you how we're meant to do it. This is how we're meant to smoke them. Mark, see that?
Yeah.
700 quid.
700 quid?
Aye.
It's TikTok.
Oh
It's
shit,
TikTok.
no, wait, now take that off, right? 700 quid. 80 quid.
What? How much is TikTok paying you?
No, that's fucking. I lose money on TikTok. I swear to God, I can spend 150 quid doing a video and make £9 back off it. It's mental.
So how's it costing you 150 quid for a video?
What,
Because you're
mate?
going to mad places.
Right, think about the Marvin collab that I done. So I had to fucking pay a driver.
Well, for anyone that
to go
doesn't know,
up to-
I seen that it was Marvin for the scheme, who I
That's
actually
it.
have contacted to come on the show. So hopefully that happens one day in the future.
I'll have a word in his ear, right? I'm Pally B's
I think
cousin.
it was.
That's
I
how I
think it
got
was his.
mine together.
I think it was his cousin that answered Instagram and said, "Yeah,
I know
he's
I'm
up for
Pally
it."
B's other cousin.
All right, okay, yeah, I'd love to. I'd love to chat to Marvin. I think it'd be a good chat, definitely.
Defo.
But anyway, sorry, I interrupted your story, but go for it.
Aye, right, so I got a driver to go up to Kilmarnock, pick him up, bring him down to Wishy. I bought every cunt breakfast. After that, we went into, where is that, like fucking St. Peter's Seminary, right? Where's that, like Dunbarton maybe? Is it? Aye. Right, so we went through there, done the video. Then I had to get him run back up to Kilmarnock off a driver. Cost me a fortune that day. And that full Marvin collab made less than 15 quid. I'm not even kidding you on. But other videos, how can I spend 150 quid? Because I'm a fucking idiot, man. I'm an absolute idiot. I'll bounce in a train, I'll go to the city, I'll spend extravagant money on food, I'll piss about all day, I'll smoke loads of weed. I'm terrible, bro. I'm terrible. Whereas this time in the house that day, I'd spend a score, that's it.
What would you do? Yeah, feel free. What's the? Well, in fact, I'm not going to interrupt you. This is legal, by the way. This is medicinal. So
This is as medicinal as you can get, by the way. We're doing it all by the book.
yes, we are indeed. So
I'm farming chickens though, Mark. I'm a chicken farmer.
because you asked me if it was okay to do it in this, and I went, of course. I'm not going to deprive you of your medicine during a show. That's not good health and safety.
It would also be a breach of my fucking human rights, Mark.
Yeah, I don't worry. I don't think human rights exists anymore. Have you not been watching the news?
I
think they've just scrapped human rights. I think that's so 2025.
Right, so here's your wee slide for that. That's the gauze for these things, right? And I've got a fucking controller out here with a heating element on it. Here's the heating element. See that? When you stick it out there, it heats it up and you do a vape, right? But you can fucking do a dab on the top at the same time. Don't know if any of you know about dabs, right? With a shatter, you can stick shatter on that and do a bong and a dab at the same time. It's a bit different.
So what you're about to witness here is, somebody said boys get longs of steel magnetic explorers. This is going to be pretty mental.
This isn't even, to be honest with you, right?
No,
this isn't even. Oh, we do something mental first, right? Wait a minute, 2 seconds. That's got to be snide. Honestly, Mark, we're shite. We'll do something mental first. Good. See this one? $900 when it was still in America.
I'll put you on the full screen.
Right. 900 when that was still in America. Then it needed, obviously, shipping costs, import tax, customs, shit like that.
James Pollock says, boy can take bongs for days. Tam says, neighbour has the same
James
one.
Pollock's the guy. James Pollock
Says,
runs the
"Get
local head
mental."
shop. See, every bong about here, Jimmy sell it to people. James Pollock's the seller of all the bongs. Right, so I will get a slide there. That one's pretty full.
Do you remember that this is going to be an audio podcast as well? So if you want to explain what we're actually looking at
Right,
here.
so I'm filling a bong up with some water now. We've put a bit of weed in it. You're going to hear the bong, but you're not going to see the bong. I've just been enlightened to this because I didn't understand it. It's also an audio podcast. Did you hear that? That's me filling it. But you'll hear it bubbling, trips, and you won't hear me coughing. So this bong's got roughly 0.8 in it. That's mainly because I need slides, people. How's that looking on screen? Right there. Right. Audio, people, listen up. audio files. That's what I should have said there.
So
Oh
just
my
to
god.
clarify, this is not your typical bong we're looking at here. It's something from the 27th century. Where's the cough? Where's that? Why is there no cough? Why? Why
The
you
cough
not
doesn't
coughing?
come, man. No such thing.
Why? But why though? I don't
Just
understand.
fucking practice, man. It's just practice. Been doing it since I've been
See,
away, isn't it?
aye, but normally it goes the other way. You
Ah, you're right, but that's with tobacco. That's with tobacco. Tell you what though, I cough off of these things. These make me cough. That's how I said this wasn't going to be impressive. This wasn't going to be impressive. I cough on these.
so why does that one make you cough?
Don't know, man. Bob could maybe tell us more in the chat. Think it's because of the dry. I think it's because it's a bit drier or something, or wetter. I don't fucking know. Bob knows more than me about vaporizer.
So for the audio podcast listeners on You Call That Radio, we've got a second bong now.
I know, we're just doing this one to demonstrate. So the last one isn't how we should have done it. The last one isn't medicine. This is how you do medicine. That's the reality. Is there any of my viewers watching, or have we just got Mark's viewers in there now?
No, I think you've got some people in this. Jimmy B in the house says Stewpot. Big up Honey Badger says Zach's cartoon. James Pollock's in the house. Magnetic Explorers. And if you're new here, remember to like and subscribe, of course.
Well, my guys will all know how much I don't really like taking vapes a lot. It fucks you up. It's definitely something else.
Leslie Drummond's asking, how do you keep your bongs so clean? Well, we'll wait till he's finished that one. I just remember this is medicinal and educational.
Right, how do we keep them so clean, people? Audio people, we're back in the room for you, right? That's us done with all the bubbling. We'll probably know of any more bongs this full podcast. But how do we keep them clean? Isopropyl alcohol and salt. Got a video on my YouTube here, the tutorials. That's basically how we do it. Loads of iso in there, loads of salt, shake it a bit, then fairy liquid it at the end. Shine it up like you would with a pint glass, you know what I mean?
So if you're on YouTube, I can add you as a collaborator. So it'll go on your YouTube channel automatically.
You can, aye. My YouTube channel's not monetized, so I don't really mind. So do it if you want or don't do it.
We're talking about Scottish history as well. And what is the most interesting place that you've been to?
That's so hard, man. That is really, really, really hard.
Well, what's the first one that came into your head?
So hard, mate. I've done so many recently that my head's fucking full of them. My head's full of them. Honestly, what I think's the best is the
You just said
the
two.
Tolbooth in Glasgow. The
You said
Tolbooth
two.
in Glasgow is banging, man.
What, the Tolbooth pub?
No, the fucking oh
The
my
Tolbooth in
god.
Stirling.
No, the one's right at right oh, fucking mind went blank there, man.
You've just had two gigantic bongs. I don't know how you didn't
No,
even
you
cough.
fucked with me. Then asked me a mad question after it. No, the one right at Gallagate. Right at Trongate. The big fucking steeple. What's it called
Oh
again?
yeah, I got you.
What's that called? Somebody in the chat tell me what it's called. Anyway, I thought that one was really
The
interesting.
Strongate.
Aye, is that not what I said? No, I said the Tolbooth.
The
Right,
Tolbooth.
because I was
Tolbooth
fucking
is
thinking
in
of
the
Edinburgh
Strongate.
there. I was
The
thinking of fucking Edinburgh there.
No, there's a bar called the Tolbooth right next to the Strongate.
And there's that wee Tolbooth there too. There is Mercat Cross, isn't there?
No,
Anyway,
there's method to the madness.
I thought that one was really interesting. Plus, it's nearby everything.
He's wired, says Magnetic Explorers. Bong hitting good, says Bob.
I know. Bob, I'm going to need to do another one. I'm going to need to do another one just to prove that I'm not too wired.
Well,
I'll have a gummy. These are then just normal sweeties, by the way, so people
so
definitely.
I had a bit of chronic pain, that so I had I was prescribed some legal gummies, and as somebody that's obviously not got a tolerance anymore, it was strong. They were strong, like a wee bit too strong. The doctor, the doctor prescribed 10 milligrams. I think I should have taken half. I mean, I still enjoyed it, but I had to. It felt like a roller. I was in a bit of a roller coaster for a while, but in the end, it was good pain relief. And I
Was it
got a good
really though,
night's
eh?
pain relief and a good sleep. But I struggled for a bit, to be honest.
So, do you think the pain relief off THC gummies was better than, let's say, a cocodamol?
Yeah, I think. I mean, I think if I just got the dosage a bit less, but yeah, I think so. I don't really like cocodamol.
I
I don't
can't
like the
take
feeling.
pills, I can't swallow them or fuck all, man, so
It's
I'm just
like
no
it's
good
just
for it.
I just find them that I think that they can sometimes make you feel pleasant, but then other times it's like it's nausea. So I just don't like them. And obviously, man, it's addictive shit for big pharma as well. You obviously if you're in pain, man, if I've got if it's really bad, like a broken bone, then give me big pharma. Absolutely. But you don't want to be taking stuff like that. So I think it's I'm glad the doctor gave me that. That was good. It was nice of them to refer me, and it worked. And if you just get the doses right, I think. But I know I've got other friends who've been went round that path as well. They had really severe stuff, sort of terminal illnesses as well. And I think they didn't enjoy it, but I think it was just the dosage was too high
Well,
because
when it comes to
it's not for
terminal
everyone.
illnesses, people put you onto like RSO and they're telling you to take a milli a day. I can't imagine somebody that's not got a
Six
tolerance taking a mill of RSO a day.
James Paul is just calling me out because he's at 600 milligrams a day. So that
See,
I only had 10. I only
see,
had 10.
sometimes he'll stick up in
And
his Instagram story eating all these eggs in the morning. I'm like, how did he do it? How did he do it? But you've done 10 and he's done 600 and he's no lying. Promise you, he's no lying.
I believe him. I believe him.
Oh,
It's,
100%. Believe I've seen him do it.
I mean, it's like anything. You need to work at your tolerance, and then you've just got some people who are built differently. They've all
He's
got
built
different.
differently. He's built
Yeah,
different. I've got a tolerance. Jimmy's got a fucking tolerance. You know what I mean? He won't eat a
six.
sweetie unless it's an edible. He won't eat a sweetie unless it's an edible.
Wow, crazy man.
He's different, that guy.
We'll not talk about history because you're wired, a bit wired for the that. Let's talk
No,
about
no,
music,
just for history battering. Let's go.
right? Okay. Give us your interesting fact of the week.
Interesting fact of the week, right? So, Socky Hall Street, down the end of it, right? Talking the Beresford building. Have you seen it?
I know the Beresford, yeah. There used to be
You know
a
the Beresford, you like it?
we played the venue below it, which I think was called Capital. I think it was called Capital. So I think it's changed hands. It was Capital for about 7 years, and then it's changed hands about a million times. But it was attached to the Beresford.
Right, it was student accommodation for a while too, aye.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I've been in there for a party before.
aye, but what
And
I'm talking about is people coming right off a boat and getting put up in the Beresford by Glasgow City Council. What do you think of that?
I think it's fine. I don't care.
Right,
I
but
don't
what if I
care.
tell you, now this one's for the viewers, but if I tell you these people were refugees for a World War II boat that got blown up by the Germans, right? Now I've got you. So it's World War II, war's just broke out. There's a passenger ship coming from America, right? And it gets sunk by the Germans just off the coast of Ireland. At this point, they're all in fucking lifeboats and that, they're fleeing. A lot of them make it to fucking the west coast of Scotland. Glasgow is where they end up coming to. Now, Glasgow City Council put them up in the Beresford. The President of the United States sends a lovely letter out to the Mayor of Glasgow saying thanks for putting our citizens up and fucking taking care of them and stuff like that. Now, at this same time, the ambassador for the United States of America down in London was JFK's dad. Now, JFK's dad sent his son, John F. Kennedy, up here to Scotland, right? Now, he came here to Glasgow to address the Americans that were in the Beresford. He came up to assure them that he would have a safe passage home, essentially, because they've just been fucking hit with a German boat. You know what I mean? They've been sunk. They're terrified. They're nowhere to go on another boat to go home. They're terrified. So JFK's went up there. He's assured them that they'll have safe passage home. He's thanked everybody in Glasgow for putting them up as fucking refugees in a hotel, right? And then he's fucked off back home. But you know the fascinating part about this, right? The fascinating part is that was JFK's first ever public speech. It was right in Sauchiehall Street outside the Beresford, and it's always overlooked. Like, I don't know why a lot of people don't know that, but that was JFK's first ever public speech right outside that Beresford, and it was before he was anything. He wasn't a congressman, he wasn't the fucking president, he was just an ambassador's son at the time. He wasn't anything.
Fuck's sake, JFK.
Right, what do you think of that? Since you played the Beresford?
Well, it was I did, because it's kind of like the Capitol was in the basement of the
But you
Beresford.
didn't know that, did you?
I didn't.
Nobody knows it, man. Nobody knows it. It's fucking hidden history, and that's what I go for. I've had people in my comments of that video telling me, "Oh, I lived in that place for 3 years and didn't know that." I'm like, good. That's what I fucking go for.
Maybe what they need to do is, because like that building, that venue seems cussed. It's been everything. It's been lots of different restaurants and salsa bar, I think, at one point. Maybe someone needs to call it the JFK, and people
The presidential.
The president. Let's not talk about the president. Let's not talk about presidents. Fuck's sake.
Oh shit, man. Oh shit. Let's not get into that one.
Is it? I'm waiting for a flash.
See when I chucked that video up about see when I chucked that up about the Beresford, I was so tempted to write like, "Oh, Glasgow boat people." See, just to clickbait people into it.
Clickbait them.
Because it draws such parallels to what's going on in now, doesn't it?
Yeah,
like, think of the parallels that fucking story draws to what's going on right now in Glasgow. It's amazing.
Bam up the roundabout painters.
They're the ones. They're the ones.
Get them. And with regards to music, we've not touched on music yet, but you're always at the gigs.
Music's your thing. Music's your thing.
Music's my thing. It's my mastermind.
Would you say this podcast based on music mainly? Do you mainly just talk about music, or do you have different things going on?
I mean, I think music's there is a kind of overlying theme in music, because obviously I'm involved in music, so a lot of the people that I get on the show are usually involved in music, but I just want to have interesting people on the show. I'll talk about anything, but yeah, there is a theme of music, and that's how I met you, was at a gig and stuff like that. So there's always a thread of music somehow.
Then I seen you again at a gig in that place that's bumped in there. What was it called?
The ABC.
No, it was a lovely wee venue just off of Glasgow Green. The Dream Machine.
The Dream Machine, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that was, I think it was Hogmanay last year. It just went on fire.
It's a shame.
Yeah, man, everything just seems to go on fire in Glasgow.
Glasgow is mental, isn't it? It's wild. I don't like spending too much time there in case I go on fire. Fucking scary.
It's funny when there's like because obviously there's a lot of dodgy fires that quite rightly people are like that, if something get refused planning permission and then it just suddenly goes in fire and then it becomes a car park or student flats. But it's funny that people don't believe in any fire at all now. So see if there's any kind of fire, everyone's like, bloody student flats.
Especially if there's a certain name attached to it.
As a city, we hate a student flat. What is it that we hate about student flats so much? Is it because
the gentrification it brings?
But with gentrification, there would be some sort of benefit. Like usually you would get some sort of more music venues, because music venues are struggling.
I was up the top of Argyle Street last week and there was a ping pong table. Now, we're all used to having basketball courts in the schemes, and I don't even condone that, right? See, putting a basketball court in a scheme instead of a football pitch, don't condone that at all. But they had a ping pong table, Like that's so fucking out of touch that I can't get with it. That is miles out of touch, man. They've got a ping pong table made out of stone. Who the fuck's got
Well,
bats and
do you
balls to
know?
play?
Do you know what? My dad was for a scheme, and he was good at ping pong. I wonder how he. I
He
wonder
was
if
in
the
the jail.
different.
Your dad was clearly done time in the jail. The only people I know that can play ping pong. I'm no kidding. I'm no kidding. You just exposed your dad as a criminal.
R.I.P. Big Rab. We know you. We know your secret. We know your secret.
But
Aye,
aye,
that's
music. Who are you into the now? Who's good
yeah.
that's
No,
coming out?
no. I'm asking you. I'm asking you. Who's your tips? Well, tips for the year.
Hazy Sundays, mate. Hazy Sundays. You heard of them?
Hazy Sundays.
Aye.
I know them. The
They're
brothers.
banging.
The two
They're
brothers.
banging, man. I don't know if they're
Aye.
brothers. I've only heard them a few times, but
Or is that
they're
the
new
Hazy
to me,
Janes?
and I like
That might
them.
be the. They might be the Hazy Janes. Hold on. Let me just
Oh, I think
find.
that might be Hazy Janes. Hazy Sundays, mate. They're fucking fire. They've got kind of an oasis, kind of indie vibe. No usually my scene, but aye, they're good. They are really good.
Let me see. Yeah. No, it's different guys. Different guys.
Right. And see, they boys, I was at a Baby Shambles gig last month or something, right? I bumped into the boys at that gig, talking about. See, the next day, they've messaged me. They're like, "We got a support slot." I'm like, "You're kidding me?" They ended up nailing a support slot for Pete Doherty whilst they were at that gig.
Brilliant.
And it last minute support on Baby Shambles, like no fucking way. So I
That
they're a
that
really good band.
that
They're really putting into.
every band that plays that have got a bit of a crowd, there's always people trying to get a support slot. It very rarely works. So shout outs to them, man.
Mate, that's what I said to them. I said it's great
Isn't
getting a
it?
support slot through your manager, through an agent, through stupid PR stunts. But see, getting a support slot out of merit alone, fucking good, isn't it?
And a
Fucking
bit
good.
of luck. A bit of luck
Or
as well.
desperation, maybe there was desperation on the other band's part. Who knows?
I mean, how you can't be that desperate for Pete Doherty, can't be that desperate to find a
Definitely
support
not.
slot.
Definitely not.
In
He could
fact,
have picked any cunt in
in
Glasgow.
fact, we might have actually grasped him in because I know a lot of people who kind of know Pete who probably didn't get the call. So they were fuming. Sorry.
He put
The
on a
Hazy Sunday.
he put on a really good
I'm,
show
so,
too.
I'm sorry you're finding out this way that the Hazy Sundays are better than you.
Stole your spot.
I
No,
don't know.
but check
I've
them out,
actually,
man. Hazy Sunday's banging. Loves them.
well, I would say tips for the year: Doss, Cowboy Hunters, the two of my favourite bands in Scotland, and smashing it.
Cowboy Hunter's banging.
They're also on TikTok. They're blowing up on TikTok. And Maya Mamero, who plays keys, she's got a phenomenal album in the works. It's coming out this year. She hasn't released anything for it yet, but that's going to be good to watch as well. Who else would I recommend? I'd recommend Apocalypse Theorist, Dead Thatchers, Doctor Normal, Ian.
Ian, fucking love him. Great.
Ian, he's superb. He's worked really hard.
Great
He's
guy.
really worked so much effort this year. He's doing his new EP is brilliant as well. Gordy Duncan, Hugh Reid, Lou Palgrave, Rebecca Radical, Sammy B, and the Twistettes, and of course Yoko Pono. I wish they were all playing in the same night, and they are. The 31st of January at Slay. Mona, it's my book launch. Anyway, I sneaked in another advert there.
Yeah. You know the LaFontaines, obviously.
Ah, of course, aye.
Well, you know the drummer, Young Jamie.
Yeah, I know him well. I know him well. Aye.
I was up seeing one of his new bands there.
Aye, I didn't know he's
Whiskey Business. Whiskey Business, it's called.
Oh, that's a good name.
A wee dude called Brandy and Guy. I don't know if you know Guy as well, but
What does it sound like? Because he can turn his hand to just about every style.
so he's
a
drumming
brilliant
with them
drummer.
again, right? But he's got another band on where he's the front man on guitar. Can't remember what they're called. But Whiskey Business, he's drumming. You know what he's like. He's on there with a 4-piece kit that fucking looks like it doesn't work, but he nails it. He fucking nails it every time.
Yeah, very talented guy. LaFontaines are done, aren't they?
The LaFontaines are done, so that's how he's doing that.
That's mad. I think we lasted exactly the same amount of time. I think they started a few months before us, and we're ending a few months. We're ending on March the 28th. So we're
How do you feel about that? Is it bittersweet, or are you happy to be leaving it in the past?
Yeah, it's a strange one, isn't it? It's a strange one because I feel like by not having the band, I'll be healthier and I'll feel better for it. But I think that by feeling healthy, I want to have the band. But you can't have both.
Have you
I think
Reggae
it's just,
Stardust?
what?
Have you Reggae Stardust? Is it your band? Totally, I like.
It's well, I'm the only surviving member.
You're
Obviously,
the only constant. You're the only constant.
everybody is just as important as me. I'm not falling
No,
for
but
that.
you're the guy, so everyone really falls on you. You have to be all the
Yeah,
organising. You're fucking
manager. I'm the manager,
right.
and I think it
So
just
it's got
feels
to be
like
a bit
a
of weight
good.
off your shoulders.
Oh, aye, definitely. The thing is that when you get to a certain level, to go, you just keep pushing yourself to play more, bigger stages. You just want more, and it's just a lot of work, and it's just like, wait a minute, this is actually hard work, and it doesn't pay that well. Not that it's ever been about the money, obviously, but yeah, it just feels like the time's right. Like I was determined to make one more album. Dreams Are Mental. We brought it out in March, and I was like, well, there's no point in making an album and not putting some work in. So, I've worked hard on promoting it for a year, and it just feels like it's a good time. We're going to hopefully sell at the art school. I think we will. So go out on a high rather than it fade away, because this band's in so many incarnations that it goes through stages. Everyone's talented, so they've got their other projects. So you get the perfect band, and then bit by bit, you need to swap people around, and it fades
Somebody
out.
has a way and somebody gets a better job.
Yeah, they have Wayne's partners, drink,
Life,
drugs,
they have
also
fucking
kind of
life. That's what they have. They have
life,
life. Life
age
gets
as
on the
well.
right.
Age can be a thing as well. So, you're just putting. It just feels like it's the right time, because I know that I'm really pleased with the album. We've had a successful year, and then just the art school's a great venue, man. I'm glad it survived one of the many fires, and it feels like it's going to be a good way to end it, because we've not played I checked out. We've not played the art school for 8 years, and we used to put on club nights there and stuff. So it feels like it's a nostalgia trip to go back there. I've not even been there myself as a punter since before lockdown and all that.
What's your favourite
So,
venue to play?
what?
What's your favourite venue to play?
The
I'm
bar is,
glad.
of course. It's the bar is all the way. It's got to be the bar is. There's nowhere like it.
What's your
But
favourite venue as a punter?
probably the bar is as well.
Still,
I just
it's just the
I
Barris.
can't see by it. There's something about it, man. There's a magic in that place.
Heavy Glasgow institution as well, man. It's the one. That is
And
the
they've not
one.
ruined it. That place hasn't been gentrified. That venue's not been gentrified. I don't even know if they've painted it since it opened.
I don't think
That,
so, man. Look at the ceiling. That ceiling get done
so
and then it get left. It's spectacular, but
that's a good.
right,
That's a.
I'm ready for every time I'm in.
Have you covered the bars on your channel yet?
No, but I'm going to. I know quite a bit about it.
Well,
You
why
know the
don't
story of the Barris, obviously, aye.
I'm well aware of it. But why don't let's no spoil it. Well, if you want, I can get you in. I'll talk to the gaffer, and we'll maybe get you in during the day when it's shut.
Aye, let's do it. We'll do a wee collab too.
Yeah, why no? I'm back. I'm back in Glasgow a few times this month and next month anyway. So let's make it happen. I'll get permission from the gaffer. He's probably watching this. Hello. I won't say your name.
I'm
But we'll
only
just
in the fucking area for a few days this month, right? But I'm going to tell you what I done. I fucked up, people. I fucked up. So I'm in my bed last week, right? Not even last week, a few days ago, I'm in my bed. It's 2 o'clock in the morning, man. And I've went and booked a fucking holiday to Orkney on the 23rd of January. The weather's terrible. I woke up the next day like, what the fuck am I doing? Now I'm taking a bike to Orkney on the 23rd of January. It's a train from Wishy to Glasgow, train from Glasgow to Inverness to Thurso, then fucking Scrabster to Stromness. Then I need to take the bike for like an hour and a half to my digs in Orkney. Then I was 2 days to explore Orkney in the fucking pissing wet, windy weather. And then I'll need to do that journey back again, man. It's like fucking 12 hours travelling each way. I don't know what I was thinking. I fucking woke up, looked at my emails, like, what am I doing, man? Where the fuck am I going? Aye. So now I've got
it's content though. It's
it's
content.
content, mate. It's content, right? And also, see, before I done it, I thought this has got to be a cheap holiday, man. This will be class. It's cost me a fortune between trains, getting an apartment because our hotel's not going to suffice for charging the fucking electric bike. So if you order an apartment, a load of trains, it's got to be a dead expensive holiday. Plus, it falls on fucking Burns night when I'm away. So now I'm messaging MPs in Orkney and shit like, hi there, is there anywhere hosting a Burns night that could fucking put up with me? No, I mean, fuck's sake, I want a Burns supper on the 25th. So I'm messaging, I've legit messaged MPs in Orkney, I've messaged tour guides, shit like that. But who has got a Burns supper for me on the Sunday night? I need one.
Well,
If
I
there's
know,
anybody in Orkney watching, shout me, please.
I know a guy in Orkney, Richard. So maybe, but I don't know if he'll have a Burns night on the Sunday though, because it's Burns night. Burns night is a Sunday. Yeah,
Yep,
we're doing it the Friday in Saltcoats, and then the 31st. But we always do it late. It's the alternative Burns supper, so we're not going to do it on the actual night. But I'll put a link in the comments for anybody who's wanting to go to. Oh no, is that the right one? Aye, it is. So if anyone's want to go to Slay, which that's another question I've actually got for you, because we're talking about the bars, we're talking about Slay. How do you find that bouncers are with your medicine?
He's a wee tip for this one. It's fantastic. It's fucking great. Now, see if you just show up at a venue with your medicine and start trying to get in with it, there's got to be questions asked, right? But what I do is, I'm quite an organised person. I email the venue first. So a few days before I show up at a gig, I'll email the venue. I'll be like, hi there, I'm attending the Gyro Babies gig on your venue on fucking Friday. I'm fucking prescribed legal cannabis by a UK doctor. It's for a very serious medical condition. I must carry my medicine everywhere with me, accompanied by a vaporizer and a water attachment. The water attachment being the bong, right? I follow that up by saying, I would appreciate if you could liaise with your door staff on this matter, as I've had issues with door staff of smaller venues that simply don't know or understand the disability discrimination laws in this country, right? See, as soon as you mentioned disability discrimination, they kind of shut their pants a wee bit. I send them through a copy of my script as well, see, so that they know everyone's above board. And almost every time, I get a message back saying, sound, we'll put you on the access list. And see, for some venues, the access list means you're skipping the queue, you're going straight past, you're getting almost hospitality treatment after the venue if you're on the access list. And that's just for taking weed in with your trips. If I take your weed into the venue, they'll treat you good every time.
Have you done this for a festival before? I feel like I've answered your email before.
No, I've not done it for a festival, unfortunately.
Somebody else did it for a festival. I wouldn't name the festival, but I was manning their social media because someone else was ill.
There's a good chance I gave them the template if it sounded like that.
Well, it was word for word.
Oh, that's my template. I made that.
Yeah. Well, I didn't care. It's fine.
Most venues don't care. Most of them don't, but it's just handy to tell them straight up. You know what I mean? And give them a wee email. And it's great to be on the access list because you're no starting in queues anymore. See, the first time that I went to the O2 first time I showed up at the O2 when I had a script, was me and my mate Pete. Don't know if he's watching, right? And I've set the bong up. See, as I do, get the full crowd sat there. I've set the bong up. We've got the O2 in shot. And I've started dripping my bong. My mate Pete's like, mate, security's walking up. I'm like, fuck them. Kept dripping my bong, right? The security guys came up. He's like, I'd appreciate it if you could take that away for the venue, pal. I'm like, mate, I'm on the access list for this. He's like, oh, James, no worries. Give us a shout when you're finished there and we'll get you in. Well, that sound, pal. Bye. Swear to God, mate. He came up with an attitude, get that to fuck and then tell him I'm in the access list for this. He goes, oh, sound, just let us know when you're finished packing up, we'll get you in. You know what I mean? Like, the O2, it's just if you want a bong, go outside and get one. See where the bar is? I had to stand behind the barriers at the door. See that way you've got the door of the barriers and then you've got that metal barrier? I ended up standing at the door with a bong. I'm like, fucking hell, it's a bit close. I need to be around the corner doing this.
So, in general, if you've got to ask in advance because otherwise it's
you
not
might
going
get
to go well. You probably will.
Need to have they need to have the best interest of the venue in their fucking mind at all times. That's where they need to be, and they also need to work within their scope. And that's the type of partner they'll give you. They'll be like, I'm working within my scope. I don't know what that is, so I can't let you in. Whereas if you've already told the venue, then they're working within their scope. They know what it is. You've been told what it is. That's within your scope. You know what I mean?
I don't know if that was cutting it a wee bit. I felt like you were getting censored by like a radio edit.
It's
Just
probably
kept
that
cut.
guy that runs the bar is that's censoring it because I'm
No,
saying
aye.
stuff about security.
Shout outs to the bars. Shout outs to the bars. We're
They're
gonna
not
come
censor
to
him. He's bad mouthing security. Censor.
we're coming to do a video in the bars. We'll leave the medicine at home. I'm going to read some comments because people have been coming away. Ali Grant's in the house. Hello, Ali. Love the Cowboy Hunters. Loving the chat tonight as well. Hello, Ali. Good to see you here.
That's your too.
Stacey, just Stacey, using words I have no idea what mean. And Stuart is going to the Friction Burns supper on the 31st. Yes, Monut. We've got Tier from TikTok. How's it going, mate? Says Tier. So many legendary venues gone. Bar is one of the last. Yeah, it's there's nothing like it. There's nothing like it. Orkney's class. Yeah, I've never been.
Me
It's
neither.
really
I'm
far.
excited.
It's really far. Do you like traveling?
No,
Like,
I
no,
get
I don't.
traffic sick. I can't sit in a motor. I can't sit. I can
You're
only
going
go
to
to train. I know I'm
Orkney's a
terrified. I'm going on a boat for an hour and a half. I'm fucking terrified, mate. That's what I'm saying. I'm going through a midlife crisis. I didn't know what I was doing. It was 2 in the morning. I've booked an apartment. I've got fucking 4 separate trains booked either way. It's terrifying. It's
no,
honestly
an hour
killing
and
me.
a half. An hour and a half's fine. Just
On a boat, fucking hell.
it's fine. It's
It's
fine.
terrifying, Mark,
And
honestly.
it's January, so the water will be nice and
I
calm.
want to see Skara Brae. I've wanted to see Skara Brae for a long time, man.
Well, I hate traveling. I just disassociate now. I at one point I nearly had such a fear of flying. I didn't give a shit when I was younger. I think I had a bad experience once in an aeroplane, and ever since then, just everything about it, going through security, I don't like it.
See, it's none of
I
that.
nearly
I just get nauseous. I get really travel sick, like nauseous as fuck. If I'm in
all
motors,
right.
buses, or planes
No,
or shit.
it was just a mental thing. It was just a mental thing. I don't
No,
even
mine's
like
is
it.
a physically feeling sick but never actually being sick thing. It's fucking annoying.
There is medication for that.
Oh, that's alright.
Non-combustible medication. Does that not help it?
That's useless to me, Mark. That's useless.
Does it,
Here,
does it?
you mentioned going through security at the airport there.
Yeah.
I can take the weed through that too. So many countries I can travel to it. So I can take 20 gram of weed to Iceland with me. See if I want to jump my plane to Iceland tomorrow. I can pack 20 gram of weed up my jar, bounce the plane to Iceland, and go everywhere with my bum.
Would you take 21 grams?
No, I'd probably actually push it and ask for 40, see in case I get stuck there and my flight was cancelled. Nah, I might need 40. I'd maybe actually push it from there. You can do that. But you walk through security with it. See, the first time I took it through security, got to this guy, straight away he's pulled my vaporizer out. It's a mighty, you've probably seen them, right? So he's pulled a mighty vaporizer out. What's in the bag? I'm like, that's a vaporizer and there's medical cannabis in there. I says it's prescribed legally by a UK doctor. You know what the guy said? He said, I don't care if it's legal or no, and gave me my bag back and sent me on my way. I'm like, what? Off I went, onto a plane with the weed. The guy didn't care if it was legal or no.
The airport people don't care about weed.
Or they care about the
got
things that make loud noises, the things that go bang.
they've got bigger fish to fry.
Defo. Than my
Wo-
8 gram of weed in a pack. But I don't care if it's legal or no, and sent me on my way. That's fucking hell, man.
We're losing the Archies as well. Shocking magnetic explosive. So this is interesting.
Well, when I
My friends that used to work at the Archies will not. They hate people calling the Archies because it's no the Archies.
the original, definitely. But the original was like across the road a bit, wasn't it?
No, it's in the Archies. It's in the same building, but basically it gets shut down unfairly, ridiculous. It was ridiculous. They shut it down for years, and then somebody bought it in and gentrified it up and just made it like more like a kind of posh lunch place, I think. And then they started slowly doing events, and then it was events with music, and then they just finally techno events with techno when early license, and then it did become. I mean, I've seen some of the. I've not been to the. I went to actually watch the Scotland game the World Cup, the Euros game, when we get destroyed 6-0 after Germany. Was it 6-0? It was too many now, anyway. And I was in there for that, and it was so weird being back in that venue. But it wasn't the Arches. But since then, they have been putting on good techno nights, and people have been saying that they're brilliant nights. So I'm sad to see it go. I think it's going to be a bowling club, but I have heard that it's going to be a bowling alley, but I have heard that they will be putting on club nights as well, but I don't know if that's true.
You're a good way to pull money in for the bowling alley because council go to it for the sake of it.
Well, why not? If you've got, if you've, who's bowling at 3 a.m? Just do the bowling till 9, and then just chuck the bowlers out, bring in the ravers.
What you hear something mental about me? I've never seen a game of football. See what you said you went and watched that Scotland game? Never seen one.
Well, you ever seen like at
never
all?
Seen a game of football. I've seen it on the telly. It's been on the telly. I've seen bits of it. I've never sat and watched
checking.
It. No, I've never heard
a Justin Bieber song, but when I say I've never heard one Justin Bieber song, like never once.
Them, though.
I know who the guy is.
Baby. Oh. I've got a bit of respect for Bieber. I'm not going to lie. Bit of respect for the weekend.
No, I feel like he was. I think it's shite the way that Diddy and all that treated him and stuff.
I don't know. I just know that
I've actually got a wee bit. Do you know what I think as well?
Videos, so I need to give him.
Being a wee bit older as well, I've got a wee bit more sympathy for pop stars and stuff that I think when I was younger, I just hated them all.
Mate, I hated them until I started uploading bong videos, I swear. Then I'm like, fuck it, Bieber's cool, man. He's uploading these bong videos.
Do you know that whole approach to life reminds me of when I was younger. And I remember I used to always say, my brother used to slag me for it. But I would say a name, you know what I mean? I'd say a name like, Justin Bieber. Say, we use him for example. And my brother went, who's that? What's he like? And I go, oh, he takes a smoky sound. That was a sentence. Takes a smoky sound. He's sound. And my brother's like, do you know that they're not the same thing? You know what I mean? But back then.
Usually there.
I thought so anyway. I think I suppose it's a whole culture. It's a whole culture. Yeah. And I suppose the biggest question is if you were in charge of an independent Scotland, let's not say Prime Minister of the UK, if you're independent Scotland, you're the President of Scotland, what is your approach to cannabis and other narcotics? Well, I know you wouldn't like the word narcotic. Other medicines.
Cannabis and other drugs, right?
You don't even drink, do you?
No, I don't drink. I've not had a drop in 14 years. So, obviously, cannabis, I would like regulated to over 21s, probably. Maybe over 18s, right? Maybe over 18s. I'd like to see people able to grow their own. I'd like it to be the same as beer. See where you can go into your kitchen and brew some beer or brew some wine or something like that. I'd like people to be able to grow their own and make sure that it's goodness that they're having. I reckon, see, at that point, it would become worthless. It'd be like fucking tomatoes. I don't think it would be so enticing to the veins anyway. Definitely, weed needs to be legalised. With other drugs, they should probably be regulated. Maybe not the more addictive ones, know what I mean? Like the more addictive ones are dangerous. But regulating stuff like magic mushrooms, ecstasy, when people are out partying and stuff, know what I mean? I don't see the issue with a club selling ecstasy if it's all being treated fine and like, I'm not an expert, but from my experience and from what I've read, ecstasy is a pretty safe drug. You know what I mean?
It's obviously what makes it. It's not completely safe. Sadly, I've seen a few things, but the majority of the things going wrong, unless you've got an allergic reaction, which is quite rare.
Then it's water intoxication usually.
It's usually just the pills got either a similar, an MDNA or something instead of MDMA.
I mean, that's the type of stuff that regulation would do, baby.
Exactly. So I don't think you need to sell the club selling Eckies. Seems like a bit far fetched even for me. But right now you could just bring in testers, and I've actually seen. There's a really good charity called The Loop in England, and I've actually been to festivals down south where the testers were on the go. I think it was maybe Boomtown. There was one in Bristol. I think I was in Bristol Downs Festival, and what they had was that a little screen, like a teleprompter thing that would come up in between the acts or at the bar, saying "bad batch of red, whatever's found, be careful," kind of thing. And what that does is it keeps people safe, and it also means that people are trying to sell shite pills that the market's gone for them. So that would stop. That means everyone would be
100%.
and it's just like sometimes it could just be too much of something. You know what I mean? Because it can be dangerous if you take too much. So if you're taking if you're normally the kind of person that can take one and have a good night, you're taking 4. It's dangerous. You know what I mean?
Hard to overdose in ecstasy, I believe.
It can be done. Sadly, I know that it can be done.
But
yeah,
the harder things though, the things that are really destroying lives right there, I wouldn't regulate them at all. They would need to get left by there. They would be totally illegal. Like you'd not be able to buy crack or fucking heroin in the shop. That wouldn't be happening. Or even cocaine. I fucking hate cocaine. I can't stand the stuff.
But is that not a bit of hypocrisy there though? Because
no,
wait, hold on. No. Listen, right.
You think the power was in charge? No, if it was a democracy.
You're in charge. You're in charge.
No, if it was a democracy, man. It's my way or no way, fuck's sake. If you want a democracy, then we'll discuss it, right?
Okay, we'll have a democracy, leader of the opposition. But what about, I mean, the thing that terrifies me about this happening in America just now is people think that they're, recreationally just having a line and there's fentanyl in it. And with a fentanyl strip, you can test that. So, and if you can regulate it, if you could buy it from the chemist or whatever. I mean, obviously...
It would be better, I guess. It would be better. Yeah, right. I can't argue with that, right? It would be cleaner.
And also, it's
better for them.
I think it comes back down to the money, the tax money could be put into better services, because right now, the epidemic of mental health and drug and alcohol issues, especially in Scotland, I can't speak for other countries, but I've never seen it as bad.
Oh,
and I know that people try to get help, man, whether that's mental health or addictions or substance misuse, and there's not really much help there. And
staying in the help, it's hard for them to stay in the help. I think the help isn't structured in a way that suits them. The help's structured in a way that suits the workers, and it needs to be structured in a way that suits the addict. You know what I mean? It really is. And the help's not structured properly.
So you're going to
just house and shit like that. See that are actual residentials are totally drug free, and to live there you need to stay drug free. I think places like that are great, right? But most of the time you'll go to a drug counsellor, they'll speak to you for an hour, and then they'll send you back to a hostel that's got drug dealers living in it. No, I mean, it's just shit, man. It's shit for them. It's a fucking trap almost all the time. We need more places like Hunter House that are totally drug-free, where it's a total live-in centre, man, with staff in there all the time. No a hostel that's fucking full of drug dealers. Know what I mean?
So just to clarify, the President of Scotland is going to legalise all the drugs that the President of Scotland takes?
No, not at all. I don't take the other drugs. I don't take ecstasies. No, I mean, I don't take eckies of it. But I'm saying, mushrooms. I think that's done.
Mushrooms.
Very, very, very rarely I've took them. I have took them, but I don't take them. It's something I've done. I've took eckies in the past day, but no for, let's say, 20 years. Know what I mean?
How do you... So you're quite a good example for the old thing that people say, cannabis demotivates you and stuff. You've got a lot of energy and you're always stoned. So what do you say to the people that say that it takes your energy off you, your enthusiasm off you, your ambition?
I know a lot of lazy people that don't smoke weed, man. I know a lot of lazy people that don't smoke weed. They're sat on their couches flicking through TikTok, fucking watching Corey, eating Chinese meals.
They're watching. They're on TikTok watching you jumping about, going on a boat to Orkney.
I know, they're fucking living vicariously.
Have you got a camera?
It's my fault.
Have you got somebody going with you to Orkney so that they can film you being sick?
I'm a one-man band, man. Everywhere. It's mental.
Well, I hope you, even though you're feeling sick, you still film yourself being sick, because you know that's going to get you hits.
I won't be
People,
able to be sick. That's the thing. I get dead motion sick, and I can never be sick. It's meant.
nobody,
That's what's annoying about it.
nobody wants to watch vomit on TikTok. But I mean, you know what I mean? Just capturing that moment of you struggling
But
for the
I feel
content.
like there's so many lazy people that are stoners. So that negates
It's a very
the
good
first
answer.
thing.
It's a very good answer. Fucking
Definitely.
everybody.
It's the best answer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The people are lazy, and that's that. It doesn't matter if they're on substances or no, they're just fucking lazy.
So, do you know that actually brings us up to a thing that we've no covered that I wanted to cover? Was two things actually. So, for energy, for health, takes us round there. So today I bought myself a bike. So I'm looking forward to cycling around the rural thing. It's been a while since I've had a bike, since I went to Mexico. I sold my bike before I went to Mexico, so it's been about 2 years. So what a feeling that was the day. Honestly, I was like a Wayne that had just got his first bike. I was like absolutely buzzing. I'm in a nice
How was the
rural bit.
weather?
It was beautiful.
Was it?
It's cold. It's cold, sunny. It was sunny, but and you know that way, but it's like it was a really bad December. It was stormy, what fuck. So thankfully I had my gloves in my pocket, or otherwise it
I'm
wouldn't have been
building an
lovely.
image here. Helmet or no?
No helmet, no.
Right, good,
No
good,
helmet,
good,
no,
good.
no,
Just
no
check.
helmet.
Just check.
No helmet. No, mate, no. But it's flat. There's no traffic here. But it just felt amazing.
It's great, isn't
So
it? It's fucking fantastic.
you are a cyclist. You're a cyclist. Do you think that things like that is maybe keeps your energy up? Because actually, because of the wind in my hair and it was a buzz, man. I felt great. The endorphins were firing off,
What I
as you
think
said.
keeps my energy up is a positive mental attitude, waking up at a good time, having breakfast, stuff like that. Know what I mean? Having a good
What
routine.
what bong do you use for breakfast? Which one?
So I've
Big
just
last
recently
one.
stopped staying a thing called the Triple, right? For 2 years and 3 months there, every single morning I'd wake up and I'd set up 3 bongs and I'd hit them one after another. Why do a triple now? Fuck it, we'll put a charger in, we'll do a triple, right? Just we'll finish off in a triple, why not, man? I guess we're getting close to finish time, I don't know. I'm just
Yeah,
making that
well,
up.
I normally do an hour, but we've still not mentioned your walk things. Talk about your bong, and then we'll do you can tell everyone about your walking club.
We'll talk about walking club right now, okay? So,
Right, okay, do both. I'll make you full
walking
screen.
club, right? What we're doing is obviously a lot of people have been stuck in the house since lockdown and decided we'll do a wee walking club. We'll try and get people out of the house a bit and get them back into unit walks. So I've set up a walk for Sunday coming. It's just in our local area. It's a nice, moderate walk, I would say. And I've got a load of people coming off of TikTok, people that I've never met. So it's fucking terrifying but exciting at the same time. I'm a wee social butterfly, so I'll love it, man. I'll absolutely love it. But that's all it is. It's like, so I've had people messaging me saying stuff like, oh, I'm fucking a bit heavy and stuff. Mate, you can't come if you're too fat. I'm not being a dick, right? But this isn't a get healthy walk. This is a get out of this walk. You need to be able to keep up. This one's got 3 uphill sections that I consider steep, and I'm quite active, know what I mean? If I'm considering them steep and you've got an extra few pounds, think about it. That's what I'm saying. Know what I mean?
So you're keeping the walk accessible as you can.
Keeping it as accessible as I can, right? So I've had a few people that are wheelchair users ask me about it. This one's no use for a wheelchair user. We'll actually have one that's suitable for them in a month's time. But other than that, I'm trying to keep it accessible. Trying to keep the numbers down to like maybe 10, 15, 20. I don't want an army of 50 people following me down the woods. You know what I mean? It's too hard to take care of. Like, see, taking 10 people, there's like 10 people at a risky injury. Any of them can fall and break an ankle. Take 50 people. No,
Well,
you've got
you're bringing a
50
first
people.
aid. You take your first aid kit with you. I seen that video. You
Oh
said
man, I'll have a first aid kit. I've always got one with me anyway, right? But 50 people, I've not got a 50-person first aid kit. You know what I mean? And also, it just adds the risk. Every person you add to that fucking group is adding risky injury. It's an extra fucking person to take care of and watch. Because I'm hit for any cunt that falls in the river and floats away. I'm going to need to jump in and get them, essentially. You know what I mean?
It's a good thing, man, and it's like it feels like when people are down, just going for a walk is a difficult thing, but going for a cycle can be a difficult thing. But it's you. I think I heard someone say before. It's never you never regret going for that cycle or regret going for that walk. It's
Have you got a
and
electric bike?
what?
Did you buy an
No,
electric bike? Fuck's sake,
fuck,
man.
man. It's
You've got to need to
January.
upgrade that.
It's January, and I'm in the music industry, mate. I got a good deal, 50 quid, a 50 quid banger. No, it's I think it's good. It does the job for me. I got a free man bag attached to it. No quite a no quite a basket with bells, but like a wee satchel thing at the back. So I
Oh,
could do a wee.
a
Was it a
pannier
word?
rack. A
That
pannier
might be
rack.
it. It was a word I'd never heard before, but that's
Keep
good.
your
So
pannier
I could
rack.
go for a wee picnic with it, or
You can go and do gigs on it, fuck.
I could do some gigs in it.
You can get a fucking amp and a mic on that pannier rack.
There's no people here to play to,
What,
but I could maybe.
So obviously the gyros are winding up in March, right? What's next for you? Are you got another project that you're going to be focusing on there?
I'm writing well. You know, I did the book. I've got the book launch, and that's a kind of lyric book mostly. There's a bit of memoir stuff in it, but if by magic. But
I'll be there.
I'm doing a. No, I think you're in Orkney. But
Can you be? No, I'll be home on the 26th.
all right, got
That's
you
a
right. Oh,
31st.
yeah, I'm getting mixed up. Yeah, cool. But yeah, that's. But I'm working on a novel, but I'm still early in the. I don't really like
I'm
talking about it.
working on a novel, and I don't
It's
like talking about it because I spoke
it's
to a
too early.
publisher, and they tell me it's far too early to even speak to anybody.
I know, but it's coming together quite well. So I just want
Do you
to.
like it?
I'm enjoying it because I think it's going to get difficult when it comes to the edit. But right now, I've just been getting lots of words, so I'm just writing while the words are in me. You know what I mean? I'm just getting them on the page. I'm not worrying about quality too much at this stage. So the editing process is going to be
How
difficult.
long you been on the novel for?
Just since September, October.
I've
And
been
then,
on mine about a year, bro.
well,
I've been on mine about a year. I'm
you're
starting
probably
to flesh it right out, man. See, just fleshing it out. I've got bits that I've had to fucking take out and insert here and there, know what I mean? Like,
well, are you taking your video editing thing of getting it right first time so you don't need to edit?
no, man, that's a rough draft, and it's probably the sixth rough draft.
What,
This
you're
is
writing
like
it all in pen?
this is my current draft, man. I am writing it on pen on different books and shit, bro. I'm a bit pedantic, man. I'm weird, man.
Oh, do you know what? I write lyrics with pen, but I need to write the book with a keyboard because it's otherwise I can't even read my own writing.
I've got a children's book in this format too. I've got like 24 pages written for that, and I need that ready for Christmas. I absolutely need that ready for Christmas. But aye, how good the books sound, don't they? It's fucking. You've been in the music industry for how long? The profit behind books is fucking mental when you look at it. Mental.
Well, it's
You
not
can
even that.
feel that.
I just feel like I've got by killing the band off, I've got the end of the book. So it makes sense to it. And it's kind of just hitting it. I've moved to a rural place for the first time in my life. And I've just hit that age where it's time to choose a midlife crisis avatar.
Tell me what
And
it is.
why it doesn't matter. We don't talk about that. But you know, old enough
I'm
to
not
say
Google
that.
it after this.
Old enough, yeah. Google my net worth as well. That'll probably be as accurate as my age. But yeah, I
Tell
think
you
it's
right, I'm 38. I'm fucking 38 on the 22nd of this month. That's why I'm fucking off the day after it.
and
My
yeah, and
midlife crisis
that's
in
what
full
music.
swing.
But the thing is, I just want to do this, man. This is, right now. I've got a few gigs coming up. I've got 5 gigs in the next month, and then there'll be a few between now and March. I'm really busy with the gigs, and then I'm hoping that I can just take April off to write. Because when I say that I started writing in September, we were touring a lot in November, December, so it's like I've not been writing like every day or anything like that. But I want to use April as my. It was supposed to be January, but I'm too skint to do it in January, so I'm just having to take on the work. But April, my aim is to just have a full month in April and try and write a chapter every day. Don't worry about the quality; just get the words done.
Definitely, you can fix that chapter at any point. That chapter can
Exactly.
be good.
And I've got the ideas just now, and I know how these things come. Well, for me anyway, I get waves of ideas, and then
Mate,
there's
you
other
write
times.
chapter 9 and then you want to change chapter 2. It's fucking annoying. That's why I've got so many drafts, man. It's like you write something in chapter 9, you're like,
So what's
fucking hell,
what's your
many
book?
people would
What's
like
your
this
book?
back to chapter 2.
What is your book about?
Many people have got in. No, it's
What?
about fucking, it's just about life in general, just about life growing up. It's not took from
Right.
my experience, but it's drawn from other people's experience running about me and just general experience in the schemes, know what I mean?
Amazing.
What's your book about?
Don't know.
It's about
No
his age.
finished.
It's about
No
his
finished
age,
it yet.
man.
Well, no. Well, the thing is, right. I started writing it about the band, and then I was like, why am I limiting myself to that? I want to make it. I don't know. I want to make it. It's just try to write something that people that like the band will like, people that have never heard of the band will like, maybe underground bands can relate to, and then something that just people that aren't even in a band would like. So I'm not. I'm just writing chapters, mate. I've got about 7 chapters done. I've no idea if they're any good. I'm just going to keep writing till June, and then start editing. That's my plan.
Yeah. See the current state of the fucking just
If
media
you're
in
just
general, right?
hold on before you do that. If you're just joining us, this is a medicine. He's legally prescribed this, and he's taking his medicine because the shows went on longer than it was meant to.
Yeah. That's called a triple. Right, I fucked it.
That's wild.
That's a triple.
I'm stoned just watching you, man. I'm stoned just watching you. Incredible. Well, that's a good way to end the show, I think. We've
Easy.
done, it's flown in. We've did 83 minutes. So, what have
Mark,
you
it's
got?
been amazing talking to you. Has been fucking
A,
bang
ple-
talking to you, man.
a pleasure, mate. It's a pleasure. And we're going to. Have you got anything? So, I've got your tag here. Hold on. No, it's not that one. Where is it? There it is. Scotland.
Hey.
So you're on Instagram. You're on TikTok. You're not on Facebook, are you?
No, man. Should I be?
What?
Should I be on Facebook?
I don't know. I think so. I mean, because you're making so much content, why not just throw it on there? Because the thing is, right, see, what I've found in the last year that's been really helpful for me is the reels. So I put them on Facebook and I connect up to my Instagram, and the likes I get from Instagram also count in Facebook as well. So
Right.
it doubles the views, it doubles the likes. So I don't think there's any harm in you doing it because you've already got a following. So why not? And especially the content you're doing, the history content, I think it would appeal to the demographic of Facebook, which is, I don't know what it is now, probably 35 to 100. Aye, it's like, because I think it's like my generation, we're kind of trapped in Facebook, whether we like it or no, because that's where our pals are.
So the reason I don't have it is because my aunties and that are on it. It's like, nah, Facebook's for my auntie and my uncle and my mum.
Aye, but you don't need to make a personal page, just make
Instagram's for the generation. That's what I think.
It's but yeah, just make it for your. Just put out the same videos you're doing on
The
TikTok.
content that basically don't be putting it. Oh, my dog died 6 years ago today. Boo hoo.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. It's usually
a lot of that, man.
My favourite bit of Facebook is all the community groups because I've moved house so many times. I'm in about 25 community groups.
You just stay in them.
Oh, I want to know. I want to know about the bins. I want to know what the green bins not been taken out. I want to hear people moaning about bins. I want to know if there's dog shit too much Doug shit. I want to keep up to date. You know what I mean with my old friends in my old areas. So you should make a part of. Kevin Dunn says you should make it part of the show that
Who was the last guest? Who was on last?
Who was on list? I don't know, mate. It's been a long Christmas, New
Who's
Year.
on next?
I'm shattered. I don't know.
Right, well, tell me somebody that could have done the 3 bongs. Who would have been able to do the 3?
Bob and Tam. Maybe I could get them in the show.
Right, Bob, you able to do the 3 bongs?
Yeah, Bob. I think Bob could handle that.
Bob can go on my fucking podcast and do it easy. Tomorrow. I'll front the bongs and everything. I'm out tomorrow with Mickey, unfortunately, doing a fucking city dash, but aye.
So what's the how can people support you? So you're can you monetize TikTok? So I don't know much about TikTok. So can it be done?
I'm monetized. Aye, after you hit 10k followers, you can join the Creator Fund program, right? And like you'll get paid for every 1,000 views that come off of the FYP, but it's useless, honestly. Look, there is fuck all money in it. It's pointless.
Have you ever thought about Patreon? So like that's the only thing that keeps me going is the Patreon. So thank you to everyone who supports. You call that radio's Patreon. Is that something you would consider?
No, it's not really.
How not?
I'm fucking always on the live saying don't gift me, I'm not here for money. Like legit, I'm here for some sort of mad endorphin addiction, right? And see at the end of the day, see they 20,000 followers, see if a fraction of them buy this book when it launches. That's what matters. You know what I mean?
Well,
fraction of them buy that book, I can sell that book out, Mark.
Do you know what? I love what you're saying, and I wish I could say the same. But you've only been posting that content since August. Wait till you've been doing it for 20 years. It's, you know what I mean. You'll thank you for supporting, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to do it. I wouldn't be able to do the show. I wouldn't be able to do anything that day. I wouldn't be able to make the music. It's all. I've been locked in basically.
I need to do normal shit too, though, man. I need to just fund my own life.
Yeah.
Do you need to work a normal job? No.
No, really? Well, it's the music industry, so
you do other jobs within music. You don't just do frontman gyros. You do other jobs within the industry, right? I
could be doing things like stage managing. I could be creating a festival.
I remember you said you were running the socials for that festival and shit.
I got hired. I've got hired to organise a big party next month as well for my mate's birthday.
So you can make a good income within the industry. You don't need to work an office job.
Yeah, I've not had to sign on in about 15 years or something. For 12 years, I don't know.
I need to farm stupid chickens, right? I'm out there farming daft rare breed chickens to make stupid money. You know what I mean? I'm trying to sell T-shirts and mugs and shit like that. That's a struggle for me. It'd be great if I had a Patreon. You know what I mean? I'm stupid for saying no. Don't give me money. It sounds dumb. I know.
Well, you've only been doing it since August, but I think what you've got to remember is that if you're bringing value to people and they want to gift you, I think that after a while you want to make it full time, because you're if you've only been doing that since August, that's ridiculous how quickly you've blown up. But it's a credit to what you're doing. You've got your format now. You know how to edit it well. So the sky's the limit, because you're never going to run out of interesting places to go or history. There's loads of history.
We're making it right now. We're fucking making it right now.
We're making history. We're breaking the internet with triple bongs.
There's history everywhere right now. History's being made all across the country. Don't care what you're doing. It's fucking part of history.
But the thing is that you can do stuff as well. Like the amount of charity gigs you can do, because there's a sort of safety net of sorts. Is, you know, you're not going to charge people for doing certain things. You know, you can still do good stuff. There is no money in the music, but having the Patreon during lockdown. So during lockdown, because I'm self-employed, there was no work. They made music illegal. They made live music illegal, and I started this, and it worked. It worked for me, and as a result, that's how I managed to make the album, because I had this. And I'm still got, and I'm going to be in. I couldn't do it as much last year because I was touring the album so much. And to be honest, I just want to talk to people like yourself, make other things like I do the news contents and stuff as well. I just want to do that.
Music's worth paying for, though. Music's worth paying for.
People don't pay for music though.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why they don't mind Patreoning you and gifting you, because music's worth paying for. We're getting all that for free. It's fine to gift an artist. Like,
Yeah,
fucking a video about Shatler Rose no worth paying for, honestly, mate. It's no. This book I'm writing, 100% worth paying for, trips. See when that ship's at £16.99.
see, he's
That's
playing
worth
the long.
paying for.
Don't be
Right?
fooled. He's playing the long game, man. He's
A
playing the
video
long
about
game.
Shatler Rose no worth paying for. Fuck that shit, man. Buy the book. That's worth it. That'll be hardback. You know what I mean? I'll sign it for you and everything. Fucking hell.
Shouts to the legendary Hugh Reid. Very informative and interesting show. You'll see Hugh on the Fiction Burn Supper on the 31st at Slay. Patreon supports the arts. Exactly. It's optional. You know, that's one thing that I struggle with. Is like I want to make more exclusive stuff for patrons, but then I feel bad that I've got a paywall, and it's just no matter what you do, the arts is designed to make you feel guilty or skint, and usually both. Hashtag 3 bong challenge.
I don't think there's any way to stop that feeling, really, man. I've run events, right? I've run a few events in the past. I fucking had a social club for 15 months, right? And I ran events in it. So I ran Scotland's two first 420 comedy shows. I always say Scotland's, right, but it was the UK's first 420 comedy shows, both of them. And I found, see, any events that I put on for free, people didn't show up. See, as soon as I sell a ticket for an event, it would sell out and the place would be absolutely fucking full. And it's mental. Even if that ticket's a tenner, it sells out and the place is full. But see, if you're putting a show on for free, or you're doing something for free, nobody shows up. It's fucking mad. That's my experience anyway.
Events are strange. Like we're doing that one in Saltcoats, the 23rd, and apparently that's selling well. Today it just got announced. It wasn't much. It wasn't long. It wasn't much lead up notice. I only booked that. I only put a shout out last night, and we announced it this morning. And it seems to be working quite well. But that's because it's my pal's cafe, and she's just basically told everyone that came in for their morning rolls, we're doing a burn supper, and everyone's like, you know, they like her.
Your pal's cafe.
Seven Sisters Cafe.
How do you go to it? Seven Sisters.
If you're in Saltcoats, you're in Ayrshire next Friday. Well, Friday the 23rd. I don't know if that's next. I don't even know what day it is.
Some of my viewers are definitely in Saltcoats. I done a podcast up there.
We've got Mellow Party, the folk drama, and my first ever attempt at trying to do a show that revolves around my book. I don't exactly know what I'm going to be doing, but I'm going to figure it out that night and then perfect it in time for the Glasgow one is my plan. But I think I'll be
definitely be at the Glasgow one.
For the book, maybe do some music, maybe do spoken word. I don't know, but it'll be interesting to find.
When you say it's a lyric book, what does that mean to me?
So it's just basically the Gyro Babies, the discography, basically. Not everything, because we've made too many tunes, but like Social Not Working, Bus Stop Apocalypse, Who Took Utopia, Dreams Are Mental. I just stopped it at A4 because they're like the major releases.
No, of course, you've got to find them.
And then every lyric's got a wee background, maybe like a couple of paragraphs about the behind the song. It's quite difficult though, because I didn't want to give away what all the songs' meaning is. Obviously, songs like Bank Charge that Higgy did, Choice to Higgy, that kind of does what it says in the tin. But
so you want people to be able to put their own meaning into a song as well.
Exactly. You take that meaning from them. You take that.
I like it. I hate it when somebody takes a meaning for you. See, when I think a song's about something, and you read online, no, the artist said it's actually about this. You're like, oh well, man, I don't really like that meaning.
So the way I kind of wrote about it was more like, this phrase came to me in a dream, like Time Machine Prescription was a true story, and then just like what happened, what did I remember about that song? Where were we? Where did we record it? Who was there? So it's that kind of stuff. And then there's an intro and the outro I wrote in Ireland like the day before the deadline, but people are liking it. I sold it the first batch. And
these have got to be available on the night, the 31st.
They'll be available on the 23rd and the 31st. But some people ask for it to be signed, and I signed it. Some people don't ask to be signed because if you personalise a book, it loses. Well, if you sign a book, that's good. But see, if you say to somebody, that loses value. I learned that. Who's that mad guy? Corey? Is it Corey, the child actor that's now in a band?
Corey Haim or some shit.
Corey Haim died. Corey Feldman.
I've never seen any movies, bro. I'm shite. No seen movies.
Oh, mate, Oh, he's
Terrible.
funny. He thinks he's Michael Jackson and he's pish. But yeah, I don't know why was I talking about Corey Feldman anyway. I don't know. Save me a ticket for Saltcoats. I will do, Bob. Corey Feldman. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. And my granny's auntie's pal's Doug's Budgie died last July, 20 years ago. Sorry to hear that, Stacey. Sorry, R.I.P. to the granny's auntie's pal's Doug's Budgie. Go and follow Scotland by Prestige on TikTok and Instagram. Oh yeah, sorry, hold on. He inspired you to not sign books, yeah, because Corey charges Corey charges £60 to sign it, or £100 to sign it. Then he charges personalised is £20, but just his name's £60. You know what I mean?
I got a signed book the last time I was in Saltcoats.
Did you? Whose book?
Mate, I was in a gaff called the Candy Bar, right?
I had a bag on. Fantastic bakers, by the way.
I had a bag on that said Bong Squad on it, right? This old guy's a hunting in the queue. He's like, oh, I like your bag, son. I'm like, aye, Bong Squad? He's like, aye. I says, I've got it everywhere, right? So I've got tattoos of it and shit. He's like, aye. He's like, I trafficked thousands of kilos of that all over the world back in the day. I'm like, aye, mate, we're on the coast. A lot of people done that. He's like, I've wrote 2 books about it. I'm like, I'll meet you outside. You know what I mean? So I waited outside and that's all good. He came out of these books on him and that, man. One of them was called From Chinos to Kilos, right? Because a chino's the smallest piece that you can get on like Spain. And then a kilo's a big piece, right? So he went from wee bits to big bits. And his second book was about all his time in a fucking Moroccan jail. And that was called From Kilos to Chinos. So I bought one of them off him, had him sign it and that, man. Cool guy though. Because you know what it's like? Old guys talk shit. He's in the queue of fucking bakers and he's telling me that he was this top fucking drug trafficker in the world. Aye, no bother, mate. Every cunt says that. Hey, like, I've wrote 2 books about it though. I'm like, aye, sound, I'll see you at the front.
Amazing, man. Right, well, it's been a pleasure, mate. I'll
see you in the 31st.
I'll see you in the 31st, mate.
Mark, great to be here having a chat. I'll see you soon.
Absolute pleasure. Follow Scotland by Prestige on TikTok and Instagram, and we'll hopefully see you in Saltcoats the 23rd or Slay Glasgow on the 31st. Bye.
It's gonna be